What is going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Welcome back to Just Above Reality on a very windy day here in Iceland as we get ready for the third part of our world tour. Hopefully, we solved the game crashing issue on landing. I noticed yesterday, even on a couple other streamers, they were having issues, so I don't know what's going on with that right now. Hopefully there's an update to that. But we have our beautiful TBM 930 here, chilling at Keflavik International Airport in Iceland, on our way to Nuuk, Greenland. It's about a 2.5-hour flight, so let's get this puppy going. It is very windy today, so it should be an interesting takeoff. Let's see if we can make it. So let's get our batteries on.
Okay.
Get everything going in here. She's back. Okay, looks like she is talking to ground. That's good. Maybe she can figure it out this time. Now let's set our altitude.
Take off runway 28 and maintain 8,000 feet. Departure frequency is 125.5 squawk 0021.
How's everybody's day going so far? You guys are having a good one. It is very wet and rainy in Germany.
Take off runway 28 climb and maintain 8,000 feet.
Okay, let's get that puppy going here. Like always, we're gonna set our GPS. Set our autopilot to nav, turn on flight directive, and we got that going as well. Okay, that all looks good. So, fortunately, our runway is right up there. We're not gonna have too much of a taxi. That all looks good. Let's go ahead and turn on a few lights. Panel is as bright as it can be. That's all good. Turn that to auto. Set everything here to auto. Fuel pump is on. Okay, let's go ahead and get a pushback. Get the tug hooked up to us here. We're not going to waste too much time on the ground today. Let's get a little bit of lights in here. It's really dark today. What else we gotta set? Blower, set that to auto. Set our aircon here to medium. We gotta change the thing on your side. Can we put that away for a second? Thank you. That all looks good. That's good. I'm gonna definitely turn on cabin lights, get my anti-ice going. Because I got a feeling it's going to be a cold start as we get going here. Get a little bit of heat in the cabin. Sure, our passengers aren't that cold. Okay, and go ahead and give us a pushback. Whew. Yep, it's definitely windy out here. And there is not much sunlight. Hopefully things clear up as we head over to Greenland. It's just as stormy where I live in Germany. We had some major weather today. I did a video a second ago showing what it looked like in real life compared to in the sim. So the live weather does work. Interesting. Alright, that's good enough. Set parking brake, later tug. We can do the rest from here. Okay, so we pretty much got everything set. Let's check the weather real quick. Zoom out a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna have a little bit of fun as we get out of here. We'll see. We'll see how that affects our flight for today. Let me get my ATIS information.
Keflavik Airport information, uniform
Is that my
1700
barrel reference?
Wind 137 and 37.
2980.
Visibility 6. Sky condition, few clouds at 900 feet, a few clouds at 4,600 feet, a few clouds at 11,500 feet. Temperature, 9er. Dew point, 10. QNH 29er decimal 80. ILS Yankee runway 28 in use. Landing and departing runway 28.
Okay.
VFR aircraft say
So
direction
let's
of
go
flight.
ahead. Clear
All
cock.
aircraft read back
Nobody's
home
in the
short
way.
instructions.
Get
Advise
that
controller on initial
engine
contact
spooling
you
up.
have uniform. Keflavik Airport information, Victor
Go. Get that
1700
propeller
Zulu.
spinning.
Wind 137 and 37. Visibility.
Keflavik ground, just above 87 with Victor ready to
And
taxi
let's
IFR.
get our
Just above 87 taxi to and hold short of runway
Oh,
28 using taxiway November 1. Contact tower on 118.3 when ready.
Taxiing hold short runway 28
Don't
using
need that.
taxiway November 1 just above 87.
Oral warning, okay.
system works. We'll wait till our RPMs spool up there a little bit. That looks good. Alright, we got no problems, no failures. Let's get going. On a little bit of in-flight music. Okay, release parking brake. Let's rock and roll. Taxi lights on. Alright, we're rolling out. Get going here. Curious the crosswind's gonna do to us a takeoff. How's everybody doing today? Like always, welcome to the channel, Just Above Reality. If you're new, don't forget to hit that follow button. We always appreciate new followers and new subscribers here on the channel. As we are making our way on the third leg of our world tour, crossing the North Atlantic. We're gonna have a little bit of crazy weather today, so let's see how good we can get over here. She's ready to go. I'm ready to go. Okay, we are in position above the
Keflavik
runway.
tower just above 87 ready for departure
Landing lights
runway
on.
28 IFR to Bravo Golf Golf Hotel.
Everything looks good.
Just above 87 QNH 29er decimal 80 wind 137 and 37. Cleared for takeoff runway
Okay,
28.
we're gonna have some fun taking off. We are clear for takeoff. Check the runway real
Cleared for
quick.
takeoff
Runway
runway
is clear.
28 just above
Look at that wind
87.
flag. That's almost straight. Jeez. This should be interesting. Alright, we are lining up. Get a little bit of power going. Full power. Can definitely feel the wind pushing me there. I got 22 knots behind me. It's gonna get us in the air pretty quickly, actually. 80 knots. Pull up. Ooh. Alright, we are up. Let's go ahead and get that landing gear in. Turn off our taxi light.
Just above 87 contact Reykjavik Center on 125.5.
Going to 125.5.
Well, at least my
just above
co-pilot's working
87.
today. That's a good thing. We're gonna have to watch this radar.
Reykjavik Center, just above 87.
have to do some
passing
piloting today.
1,400 feet. Climbing
keep an
8,000 feet.
eye on this weather.
Just above 87 Reykjavik Center QNH, 2 niter decimal, 80 continue to KS, 255 is planned.
Come on. Throttle back just a little bit. Check something here. Alright, now the green stuff doesn't scare me too much, but the yellow is a little more dangerous, so I gotta kind of watch that out. Might have to do a little bit of manual flying to kind of avoid it. I can't even see the airport anymore. See you later, Iceland. We're off to Greenland. Somebody over there to the left. Gnarly weather in front of us. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about. This is what I don't want to fly into. It looks like it's right in front of us. So we're gonna manually try and fly around it. Ooh, watch the bank. Watch the bank. I'm gonna try to do a little bit of a curve here. Gets around these nasty clouds in front of us there. It's nothing in front of us here. This is gnarly weather we got. Good thing I got the anti-ice on. Oh, starting to get some rain on the windshield. Definitely hitting some turbulence here. Trying to find a pocket for us to get through. I'll try to weasel through here. Yeah, they're right on our altitude. Ooh, it's a bumpy start here. We should be alright. Let's contact center here. Go ahead and turn these lights off.
Just about 87 climb and maintain 14,000 feet.
Up to 14,000.
Climb and maintain 14,000 feet, just above base 7.
Lower our climb rate a little bit so we got a little bit more speed going here. Definitely some fun weather we got going on. But we're doing our best to get around it. Don't want to freeze up our plane just on takeoff. Like I said, I'm trying to avoid this pocket before I get high enough that I'm out of the storm. And at the moment, we're still in the middle of it. Gotta get this underneath us, then we're clear to go back onto our flight path. We'll just do a little bit of manual flying. It's alright. lights in here. Kind of to 10,000. We're gonna turn off our landing lights, but we will turn on our pulse lights, just because that way they can see us better as we're going through this cloud system. So our climb rate is good. Alright, we're slowly getting over the gust of the storm. Even though we're still in some thick clouds, it's mostly underneath us here. We'll slowly push us back on the course for KF-259. How's everyone doing today? Who's watching the stream? What are you guys up to? I hope you guys are getting your sim working alright. I heard there was a couple of problems. Buddy Neil can't even get the sim started right now. Like I said, that new update is a mess. I personally try not to get too much into it. I personally changed my community folder's name, so I took the C out, made a new blank community folder, then I started up the game, did a flight, did a landing, worked. And I reinstalled my community folder, and then I just did a quick landing test, and everything seemed okay. So hopefully that works for other people after the update. Always clear out that community folder. I don't know why it's got some problems all the time. Yeah, hopefully that works for us, because I'd like to actually do a world tour flight without having to stop and restart the game in between. So yeah, let's see if this works. You guys definitely drop a like. Don't forget to share the stream. I always appreciate that when you guys do. Up to 220, roger that. Still working our way up here, trying to beat the storm. Up to 220. Alright, we're gonna pop the autopilot back on, let the plane do some work. We're going to ascend up to 220. Hopefully clear these clouds that are all over us here. Definitely not the nicest looking weather to fly through. But we have anti-icing on. Looks like we're getting a little bit of icing on the wing. But everything's doing its job. Turn on the ice light just to keep an eye on that. It looks okay. Right side, similar. Just a little bit of icing. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too crazy that we can't handle. That's loud. See how our passengers are doing. Still hanging in. Staring out the window. Hoping we make it. How's our plane looking? She's getting a little frothy. But everything looks alright. It's a little bit of ice on the nose. Nothing too bad. We're making our way up. Trying to clear this storm. Oh yeah, definitely got some bad weather down here. So we're gonna try to get as quickly as possible up to a safe flight altitude, so I don't have too much problems. We are heading into the wild north. Show you guys quickly what we're off to here. So at the moment we are right here, heading over to, I believe, that town over there. So we got a little bit of North Atlantic Ocean, and then nothing but snow peaks as we cross Greenland on the way to Nuuk, Greenland.
Charlotte Center from Bravo X-ray Charlie.
Go ahead and turn oxygen on. We're going to be needing that here as we're coming up.
Bravo X-ray Charlie, we're field of sight. We're on guard scope for all encounters that are IFR and or enclosed. Bravo X-ray Charlie, everything in flow. They'll talk to you later. Thank you very much, sir. Bye-bye.
Okay, we're up to 7.5, still climbing. Got a 37-mile-per-hour crosswind coming up from behind. A little bit of icing, but nothing too bad. Should be okay. Let's see what our instruments are saying. Oil pressure's good. Oil PSI is in the green. That's all good. A 5 PSI difference in altitude. That all looks good. Alright. Let's see where that stormer is. Yeah, so you can see it's a little bit on. What up, brother? I'm giving it one last chance, Neil. One last chance. Cool. What's going on, brother? How you doing? We flying over Iceland on our way to Greenland on the next part of the world tour here, man. Check out my world tour plane. Come on, stickers on there and everything. It's a little icy up here, but we're making our way. I was already saying in the last stream, when I make it to the East Coast, man, you gotta join me. You gotta, let's do a tandem flight once I get over New York. Head on down the coast together. Alright, so we're over the storm. We're good. We're gold. We just got some clouds now. And it's nothing too bad. That all looks good. Set on out. I saw you got the Catalina add-on working. That looked pretty dope. Gotta get yourself a nice little water plane to fly around the docks. Where are you going to fly from New York to? Just heading down. So, I'll show you guys on the map real quick. So our next stop on the world tour, we're right here at the moment. We're gonna be coming in here. Then we're gonna make our way down Canada. Probably head into New England, Maine. Come down Boston. And then yeah, man, I'm just gonna hit the entire East Coast. Make my way down to Florida before I head into Cuba. So wherever you want to join in, man, we'll make it work. We'll come by your house. Meet you at your local field. Ah, look at that. It's like magic. Got some nice weather. Got some crazy clouds underneath us. Stopping that DJI cam, as Coop always likes to say. Yeah, so we're a little frosty. It's a little cold up here. Man, these are some crazy clouds. We still got a little bit to go before we get out of it. Looks like we're about to go right back in it. You guys enjoyed that bit of sunshine. That's it. To the next wall. Coop, have you done much flying with the TBM? I like this plane. It's a cool plane for doing long distance flights. It's a 240. Let's do 1,000 feet per minute. Ah, Cooper, appreciate it, brother. Thank you very much. Robert, it's awesome, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'll get you back later. Love a teammate. Flights with it. Nice. Yeah, man. We'll do a tandem TBM flight once I head over to the East Coast. Today, like I said, we're heading to Greenland. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be flying into NL, Canada, wherever the hell that is. Newfoundland. And making my way down to New England and just head down the coast. Curious to see how long this whole thing is gonna take me. This is now the third flight in. We started in Germany, went to Scotland through London, and then from Scotland to Iceland. Now we're heading over. So I'm excited. I'm not sure yet, Neil. I got it so far. So pretty much what I did, I had to delete my community folder. Then I started the game up without the community folder. I did a short flight. It was like a half-an-hour flight. Everything worked fine. Then I reinstalled the community folder and tried a few different landing challenges, and it worked. So I don't know if that solved it. I mean, other stuff is working again. She's taking over the radio the way she's supposed to, so that's working. These nice clouds above us here. So that's all working again. So I'm hoping this plane is good to go. We're gonna actually make this flight now and actually land. But we'll find out in about 2 hours. I won't even start now. This game is ridiculous, man. It really is a stressful system. So yours won't even start at all now. Damn, that sucks. Have you tried emptying your community folder? A cool trick that I found with the community folder is just change a letter. So take the C out. Let it be called immunity. So you don't even have to delete it. And then make a new community folder that's empty. And the game won't recognize your community folder because it's misspelled. It will just be the empty one. So try to do that. See if that gets the computer on. It gets the game going. Because that's what I did. And then afterwards, once you played around, redo the process where you rename it community and then delete the empty folder. And see if that works. What's it telling you when you try to start it up? Alright, so we're at 240. I'm gonna ask to go up to 300 just so we can get over these clouds. Because I know our max is 310, so we should be okay with 3000.
Request flight level
00.
300.
Nothing, just won't start.
Maintain flight level 300.
So when you start it, does it just crash immediately, or?
Climb and maintain flight level 300 just above 87.
Vertical 1000 again. I mean, the last option is just to uninstall it or reinstall it. Try that with the community folder. See if that works for you. Because I hate if you'd have to reinstall the entire thing, the entire game over. That would suck. And I've been dreading that too. I do not want to reinstall this game. Well, I gotta open a window, but it's hot. Fresh air in here. Double click to start, and it does subtle. That's strange. Yeah, try that with the community. Delete everything and try to start it up. If not, then next option, just uninstall it. Is it just since the update that this happened? Or was it before? Up here nicely as we're making our way over these thick cloud cover underneath us here, leaving Greenland, Iceland. Leaving Iceland before update. Oh, even before the updated one started. Oh, that's weird. Huh. Check if Xbox Live was up and running, or if you had the make sure that from that weird. Where is it? This thing? No. You know what I mean. I hear Microsoft Store. Try to check in there, see if you could open it up.
Delta 320 on. Go for it, check on your drive. If I don't place anywhere, I'll be.
Gonna do nothing until the weekend now. Okay.
Sorry.
I got a holiday in Germany today. All the stores are closed. I just wanted to go shopping today, but guess that changed its mind. Alrighty. Slowly coming to our cruising altitude here. I have the game on the Game Pass. Ah, okay. That is not good. Well, if that with the community folder doesn't work and it's still screwing up, guess the next thing is just to uninstall and reinstall it. Unfortunately. Ooh, we got some turbulence here. Jeez. I don't know why. Coming up. Looks like we just made the cloud coverage here. Surfing the clouds. Let's see, we're heading over here. Nice little curve. Over Greenland. Should be a good flight. See how long it takes us to get there. Currently cruising 320 knots. Speed down a little bit. Go ahead and set this to 2.92. Did you just notice that today when you tried to start it up? Check something here online real quick. You tried yesterday. I'm gonna give it another go in a minute. Uh-oh. Yeah, give it a try, man. Let me know. Maybe we can brainstorm it together. Fly around here a little bit. Not too much to see at this altitude. Our plane has defrosted, which is good. Means we can go ahead and turn off anti-ice. Turn that off. Off. Ice light, we don't need that. And airframe. We can also turn off our pulse light, since we're nice and high. Cruising at 300. Just surfing the clouds up here. Little bit of turbulence. But we are clearing this storm. Once we clear the storm, we'll drop back down to 200.
November 21 Romeo Alpha. Hey, Lynn, can I get direct Collingwood?
How's everyone's day today? Who else is
2-1
watching?
Romeo Alpha,
Where you
just
guys
know
at?
if I give you direct calling with from where you are now, you're going to go over the me for restricted airspace.
Tell me where you're
We
from.
stay
How's
at,
your days going? What are you guys up
13,000
to?
feet, so you're only
We are
21 miles
cruising
back
up here
from,
on our way
And if I give you direct to Walt, you can get
to
down, without having
Greenland
to go over that airspace. Yeah.
on the third leg of our world tour.
2-1 Romeo, proceed direct.
Ceiling is 31,000, so we got 1,000 feet to play with. We're still good. You can see our difference on air pressure PSI is just underneath red. Our max for cabin is 10,000, so we're staying at 9.4. So we're good. We're safe. But yeah, 310 is the maximum altitude for this bird, which is incredibly high when you think about how small this plane actually is and what it can do. That's pretty awesome. One thing I'm not sure of is, I'm guessing these are my true instruments. It says here that I shouldn't go faster than 200 or 190, I think. But over here, I got no warning, so I'm not sure really what my max airspeed is at this altitude. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna make sure this stays out of the red, so we don't mess up. But we are Mach 0.5 on our way up here. Ground speed of 317 knots. It's pretty good. Pretty good for a single prop, turbo prop plane. Sosit is our next waypoint. We are in the middle of the North Atlantic Ocean, about halfway, almost halfway from Iceland to Greenland. Definitely curious, once we get to Greenland, we'll be able to see beautiful snow-capped mountains. Might drop a little bit lower, see what we can see as we fly over that big chunk of ice. But yeah, she's doing good. Like I said, I really like this plane. Just hope it the game doesn't crash on me again after once we come close to landing, because that will piss me off.
7640 Heavy Traffic negative. Comair 785, contact Winnipeg Center on 1.
If you guys are wondering, we are listening into live ATC. Yeah, they do sound nice, right? They got a good sound to them. Oh, a little bouncy up here. We're currently listening to Toronto Center because live ATC does not have anything up here to listen into, so just hearing what's going on over Toronto. But you know, we'll eventually get to, so. Maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll go down the Trios Rivières and head in through Toronto, Canada, fly past Niagara Falls, and then head down into New York. That'd be a cool flight. Might do that flight plan. I'm still creating it as I go, just kind of day by day, seeing where we're gonna land. Kind of fun. When I saw on FlightSim.to, there were a couple people who made full-on world tour flight plans, but I don't know. I kind of like just exploring myself and making my own flight plan up. I am saving each one of my flight plans after they're done, so kind of have a nice little record of everywhere I've been in the past weeks, days, maybe months. We'll see how long this journey goes. And I will be switching planes throughout this mission. Because as much fun this is, I miss my A320, and I need to fly that thing. So I might decide once we get into Canada that I switch to the A320 for Canadian leg from Canada down.
November 21 Romeo Alpha with you 2402. November
Go
21
back and
Romeo
forth.
Alpha, Roger. At your discretion, you can descend to 5,000. The altimeter, you can board the altimeter 2986. 5,000 2986 21 Romeo Alpha. Thank you.
Nice thing is at this altitude, you don't use that much thrust. Plenty of fuel on board, so we're not gonna have that problem, and we don't want to have that problem because there is pretty much nothing out here. Same as airports, there's very little in Greenland. I mean, I could barely find anything. And this outpost was one of the few airports that I could find with an actual runway. It's a very short runway, so we're gonna have to definitely hit reverse thrust pretty hard once we get there. But yeah, I mean, I didn't see anything on the, I guess, east coast. Something up here, but that's way out of my way. Down on the point, I didn't see anything either. These were just like landmarks. This is the only town I could find, so that's why we chose that route. Still got a few high altitude clouds here, but they're not really affecting us too much. It is cold. Current outside temperature is negative 44 degrees. And we're not on nav. I don't know why that turned off. This is why you have to pay attention to your instruments. They'll lie to you after a while. As always, flying into the sunset. Although, once we get over Greenland, I might actually set the camera to night, because that is gorgeous looking, flying over Greenland at night. If we got clear skies. If it's cloudy like this, then there's no point. But if clouds clear up, and we have some nice weather, then we'll definitely do that. What are you doing? Oh, you're getting back on mine. Okay. Drifted off course there a little bit. Yeah, he's getting back on GPS. So again, we're gonna be got a little bit, still a little bit of ocean to cover. We'll be coming over land before we head into Nook International. Yes, it is an international airport. It is a single strip airport at Nook, so there's not too much going on there. There is a town, so we can get some to eat. But yeah, that's it. 05 and 23, and 23 is a cliff, so you don't want to fall. You don't want to mess the landing up. But that's Nook International, home of Air Greenland, where we are going to be making our stop for today. Oh yeah. Still doing some cloud surfing up here. Looks like we've cleared the storm, but we do still have some high altitude clouds ahead of us here, which we're gonna have to just deal with for a little bit. Like I said, if they clear up over Iceland, we'll definitely be dropping down lower so we can get a nice view. Monster clouds underneath us here. clear skies. Isn't that wind? Whee! It's the action drone. Okay, a few screenshots for the photo album. Oh. Look at that nose. That's a mean looking nose. Yep, that's a good looking plane. Alright, so we are clear of the storm front. It's all behind us now. Just need to, it'd be nice if we could clear these clouds. See anybody else flying up here? Nice thing is, we got the wind pushing us from behind. That's pretty good.
November 21 Romeo, were you planning on doing one of the
Slight
RNAV
crosswind.
versus to Collingwood? Yes, sir. I'd like the RNAV 31 via Current, please. And 21 Romeo Alpha, do you want to go direct to Current, or stay over Walp and then go direct to Current for the unrestricted descent?
Guys, if you're in the air, want to come join me, say hello out here in the middle of nowhere. Could use the company. My call sign is just above 87. It's like it's written up there.
Okay, 21 Romeo Alpha, reclear to 13,000.
Come on up. Little tandem flight. Say what's up. Because it is lonely up here. She doesn't talk much. Neil, did you get that PC up and going? Did you get that working yet? Not moved yet. I like how my nearest airport. Oh, there's something. There are. Unless we got the first landmass coming up, so we're getting close. Looks like all the airports are behind me. This is not. You definitely want to make sure your plane is in perfect running order before you attempt something like this. I would be shitting bricks flying this route if I wasn't certain that I had a good plane. Looks like the storm ended over here. We had a gnarly lightning storm at home. I posted that on my Facebook site, how the weather was very accurate to live weather. So, gotta give up the live weather add-on in this game. Does a good job. Well, a little shaky up here. Still no bottom visual though. Still everything's pretty thick in clouds. I'd like to actually see some of Greenland as we come into it. I might could cheat and turn off live weather, but I like the live weather. I like to, you know, give that realistic flight feel. It's like enough battery on your iPad. About an hour in now. I'll show you guys on the big map. So, takeoff point was here. So we left by the Viking World Museum. And slowly getting close to Greenland. Leave. Can't even see our destination here. Nook. There's our destination. The town of Nook. Looks like there's a fun fact you can learn about Nook. We'll learn that when we get there. That's about it though. There's nothing else along the way. Looks like some high elevation here. Almost 3,000 meters, 3,600 meters. So, but we should be high enough. Well, we're slowly making our way over. And whoops, just closed all those windows. Didn't mean to do that. Slowly making our way over there. You can start to see parts of Greenland. Fortunately, just made my way up. Okay, he's moving. Neil's moving. Let me know. Let me know what happens when you turn it on. And if you do, come join me. If it works, get up here. Appreciate the company. Got all my windows up here again. Still got some clouds that are kind of just winging on our plane as we're getting shooken around a little bit. Robert L, thank you for the love, buddy. Appreciate it. still over the North Atlantic. But getting there. Getting close. Once we pass London, we'll try to drop down a little bit. See if we can see some visuals. See those glaciers beneath us. Guys, all goes welcome new followers, likes, supporters. Join the page as we make our world tour here. On our way to Greenland. Nook, Greenland is our destination for today. Currently cruising at altitude 300 at about Mach 0.5 in our beautiful Cicada TBM 930. Watch our speeds a little bit. So we're clear of bad weather, but we still got some thick, high altitude clouds in front of us that we can't seem to get rid of here as we're passing by the North Atlantic Ocean. Let's take a look at weather. Live global weather. Earth. Oh, look at that. That's a cool card.
2-1 Romeo Alpha, you're cleared out of controlled airspace for the approach. Further descent is your discretion. 2-1 Romeo Alpha, thank you. 2-1 Romeo Alpha, roger. I don't have any VFR traffic for you. You can switch to the
Alright, so you can kind of see what's going on in a very cool visual.
Number. Do you have that number? I do, but I'll close with you short final. 2-1 Romeo Alpha.
So we are about here. Take a look. Yeah, right about there. They have a pretty cool representation of how wind is affecting us at the moment. Committee folder is empty. Alright. Should try to start up. It's pretty cool how the wind flow works.
Air France 6730, Heavy Toronto Center, good evening. I have no complaints ahead.
See, we see clouds.
Control Iberia 6275 Heavy, passes the center line. Iberian 6275, roger, I'll send you a CPDLC message for the next enter in just 1 second. 6275, thank you.
No joy? Ah, still not working. Does look like it clears up once we get over Greenland. Still not working. Damn. I guess the only option is gotta reinstall it. GPU's working all good. Did you try to see if you can get another game to get start up with the Game Pass? So you haven't actually done the update yet. This is pre-update and it's not opening up. Is it prompting anything about the update in Game Pass? Check in the Microsoft Store if it gave you something about that. About the update. still a little ways to go here.
Westjet 476 down there, turn on out 24.37. Up to date. 360 response to the other number. Westjet 476, turn on out 24.37. 2437, Westjet 476, good. Good. Toronto Center, good day, Cargolux, Greenland, Alpha Heavy, flight 360, 12, 00 Mike. Sorry, last call, stage in the island. Cargolux, 39 Alpha.
What's that?
Cargolux, 39 Alpha Heavy.
Was that the plane over there?
Good evening.
Oh, looks good. See what our passengers are up to.
Delta 320, contact Minneapolis now, 123.72. Have a good day. 4372 and getting some pretty good light turbulence back there. Smooth out, probably just past, was that Roma? Delta 320, thanks for the report. Good.
That sucks. And, yeah, if it's not prompting you anything about the update, then I guess the only thing you can do is restart it. That sucks, man. Deinstall and reinstall the game. But I've been hearing a lot of people have been having problems since the new update. It's been really screwy and hasn't been working too well. Yep. Looks like you might just have to restart it. That sucks, man. Would have been cool to have you come up here. Because I know if you reinstall that game, you got a good day before that thing uploads.
Toronto Center, it's Charlie Golf Bravo X-ray Charlie found expedition through 1900 feet from the climb 4000 IFR 1 south.
Just sitting here enjoying the passenger view.
Charlie, go ahead.
As our pilot
Charlie, we're on
doing their
an
job.
IFR flight plan from Owen Sound to Muskoka. We're up through 2,200 feet now, and we're looking to pick up our IFR clearance if we could, please.
Bravo X-ray Charlie, squawk code 4763, and can I have a reference to Meanford restricted area of where you are?
Okay, that's 4763, and we're navigating visually to miss the southwest corner of the Meanford restricted area. We're presently about 2.5 miles from that corner.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a clearance with you missing the Meanford restricted area. It seems like you know where it is. You are cleared to Muskoka
restricted
via
area.
direct and climb to make it 6,000, and you have to pull the 4763 report level.
Okay, and Bravo X-ray Charlie understands we're clear to the Muskoka Airport via clear of Owen Sound direct. When are we at 4,000 instead of 6,000? We're an amphibious float plane.
Okay, we can take that. Maintain 4,000 airport level.
Okay, sounds good. We're going to climb 4,000. Call your level.
Roger.
All looks good. Got enough oxygen on board. Fuel is still plenty. Just under limit here. That's all good. PSI is good. Oil pressure is good. Can't see the fuses. Somebody's legs in the way. Cold outside. But we don't need any anti-icing. Looks like we're all good. So I got a few high altitude clouds that keep coming on us here. So when you open it up, it just nothing. You click on it and it has no response. Outlook updates was on, so could. Outlook updates was on, so I mean, when you open up Microsoft Store in the game itself, like, you know, when you go to my library,
476, line runway 15 left, descend to 7,000, altimeter 2987.
2987, down to 7,000, recheck 15 miles, push at 4768.
should tell you here if it's up to date. That's what I did the last update through, and it worked fine. Well, I got 3 updates, but nothing for this. Also here you can check if oops, if the update did it or not, because it'll be here on the list of waiting to download. Maybe one of those things work. I'm trying to think of everything I can. Not sure what else could be. I haven't had that before. I have had, like I said, my only problem since the last update was I'd get the game running, I'd get to the main menu, I'd select my flight plan, select my plane, make sure the weather's on, and when I click on Let's Fly, it would load up and then crash at the end of load up. And that happened to me a couple times, and of course at the end of every flight where the game crashes. I have saw another Facebook gamer yesterday. He was having a problem a lot where his plane would crash even after landing. Like he'd be on the ground and his game crashed. So I don't know if that has something to do with it. Could be, maybe. But I'm hopeful that cleaning out the community folder and starting up the game did it for me. But yeah, that sucks, man. Wish there was a way we could get it working. But I can't think of any other way other than what everyone says, that you gotta uninstall the game and unfortunately reinstall it if nothing else works. There's clouds around here. We'll probably be able to see parts of Greenland coming up there.
Green Air 8250 Heavy, Throttle Center identified.
Cody Air 8250.
The weather rate is on, but nothing's. Look at these thick clouds in front of us here. Just surfing them. Still got the sun above us. At least we can visually identify that we are heading in the right direction. As long as the sun is at our about 11, 12 o'clock, we know we're heading the right way. And turn off our dash lights. Bright enough up here. We don't need those illuminating.
Command Center from Bravo X-ray Charlie.
And Bravo X-ray Charlie, go ahead.
So we would like to plan the RNAV-18 from Liban into Muskoka. I wonder if we could go direct Liban now.
Bravo X-ray Charlie, cleared as requested. May I have the spelling, please?
Okay, Liban, Lima, India, Bravo, Uniform, November.
Thank you. Area 126 Heavy, Toronto Center,
Hop back
identified
into our
DLC login is Charlie.
drone cam. All alone up here. Take a look on the map. See if there's anybody around us here. Nobody. We're alone up here. I think we could actually go ahead and turn on name tags. Traffic. See if we see anybody.
Ryanair 8250, vectors around traffic, turn right 103.
There's no one. Oh, we got somebody behind us. It's another TBM-9. A little further away. 8,000 meters away. That's it. There's somebody back there. They're coming to meet us up.
2761 ready, descent to 5,000, but still altimeter.
Got somebody watching the stream flying behind us there.
Bravo 276, descent 5,000, but still altimeter is 2987.
2987, blender, into down 5,000.
See if we can find them on the map.
No, it's at your discretion.
Sweet, yeah, we'll just have 5,000 and Bravo 276.
Target listed 656 Heavy, descending flight level 307 for 280 with Bravo.
That's
See
656 Heavy, Bravo current, climb 15 left, descend 7,000, altimeter 2987.
Descend 7,000, climbing 15 left, and we have information Bravo listed 656.
Not sure if they're trying to catch up.
Good afternoon, it's Air Canada 147 out of
They're traveling the exact same speed as us.
level 230, direct to Crystal.
Is that somebody on the stream?
Air Canada 147.
Somebody coming up there? In turns?
I'm flight level 270 and speed in the climb is 286 transition Mach 79.
Roger.
See if we can find them on the smaller map.
113 with you, 12,000 children, climbing 230, speed 270 or less in a 5.
Air Canada 113, climb flight level 270, and what's your planned transition Mach?
From 270, Mach transition 76.
Roger. Bravo X-ray Charlie, confirm your level at 4,000, and may I have a distance from Lima?
Okay, Bravo X-ray Charlie, we confirm level 4,000, we're showing 45.8 from Liban.
Confirm 45.8.
Don't see him.
That's affirmative, 45, just 4.
Somewhere back there.
Okay, thank you. When you're 35
Same
miles,
thing.
Actually make it 30 miles. Liberty, which runs frequency of 124.02.
Okay, that sounds good. And when we're coming up on 30 miles to the west license, we'll call you 124.
See where we are here. Slowly getting there. Got about an hour left on our flight for today. Start to see some land mass in front of us there. Whoa, 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 buddy. Whoa. Easy there. That. Getting bullied out here. A bit of turbulence pushing us around. Sashim, thank you for the like, buddy. Thank you for liking the post. Liking the stream, you get a shout out. Und wie immer, das ist ein internationalen Stream, also wir können auch Deutsch reden mit euch. We lost the TBM behind us. He's gone. Willkommen an Bord an unserer Welttour hier auf dem Weg nach Greenland. Welcome aboard our world tour, heading out to Greenland today.
Going 121.3, just above 87.
Well, the first time I heard a different radio frequency.
Center just above 87, flight level 300.
Just above 87 center, continue to load no Iceland.
Continuing. It's a nice view. Looks like weather's clearing up where I live. That's pretty good. Things were not so nice an hour ago. It is humid though. I have the window open, but it was warm in here. Alright, looks like the clouds slowly becoming nicer. Still debating where we're gonna drop down to, because I'd like to see Greenland. I want to see it. We'll go ahead and cheat for a second. See if we can actually see it. Some clear skies. Whoa, jeez. So, yeah. There you can have a real visual of where we are out here. In the middle of nowhere. Slight curvature of the earth is visible. And you can start to see Greenland up there to the side. So this is what it looks like if there wasn't a cloud in the sky. Now this is what it actually looks like.
Greenery 250, recleared direct to Gravel.
Got a co-pilot back in action. Sent to his window.
Air Canada 147, contact Toronto 12437.
2437, Air Canada 147.
Air Canada 113, Toronto 12437.
2437, Air Canada 113.
Air, correction, west is 656, start producing, 250 or less.
250 knots or less, west is 656.
Did you figure anything out, Neil? Still on the stream?
India Oscar Bravo, identify.
Guys and girls, whoever's new to the channel, thank you very much for stopping by. Do not forget to hit that follow and notification bell. Drop a like on the stream as we are doing our world tour here. I appreciate all the followers we've had. Slowly making our way. I think we have, let's get the actual follow count. We're pretty close to 200. Let's see. 199 followers. We need one more and we break 200. That's awesome. Deleted it to reinstall. Oof. Alright, well, how fast is your internet? Guys, we got 199 followers. That's awesome. 107 likes total on the page. I appreciate each and every one of you. Wow, that's loud. Let's turn that down. Where's that?
12476 arrival 128 Desmond Lake.
28 days, 476. Have a great day.
I'll find out which audio that came from. Start goals, follow goals, alert box, that's it. Bring that down a little.
Kilo X-ray Sierra, identify Ronald Center, response equals 0512.
That is making a weird noise. I was testing some new widgets, but I do not like the way that sounds. Let's change that. Alert box. Followers. Media. Change media. Sound. Yeah, I kind of like that one. Let's see how that works. Let's do a quick test here.
Toronto Air Canada 7281 Heavy, good afternoon. 11.
Why didn't it change?
Responding 230.
What is that noise?
5270 Air Canada 728. Toronto Center, Bravo X-ray Charlie is 30 west of Lyman.
Maybe it changes after the stream changes.
Bravo X-ray Charlie, thank you. Let's spoke altimeter 2986.
2986, Bravo X-ray Charlie.
Bravo X-ray Charlie, at this time you're cleared to Muskoka for the RNAV runway 18 approach.
Bravo X-ray Charlie understands we're cleared to Muskoka Airport for the RNAV runway 18 approach.
WestJet 656 arrival 128 Decimal 8.
128, WestJet 656, good day.
Bravo X-ray Charlie, cancellation is with the radio and you can contact them now 122 Decimal 3.
Okay, sounds good. We're over to 22.3. Thanks for your help.
No problem.
That is all kind of busted. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna mute the audio, the alert box, because that's making some horrible sounds.
Jet 7933 identified, climb to 10,000.
So what's the install time? What's it saying there? How long you got? Multiple days. When I first installed it, I had a slower internet at the house, so it took almost 2 days. No, it took about 24 hours for the game to install. And, since I'm doing the live streaming, I pumped up my internet speed so that way I can get a nice, clean 30 frames per second at 1080.
Jazz 7933, climb flight level 240.
Full Jazz 793, thanks.
Center just above E7 requesting vector to next waypoint.
Just above 87, continue to lot no turning and following heading 330, resume on navigation.
Continue to lot no turning and following
What
heading
is with the
330,
turbulence?
on course, just above 87.
That's you.
Toronto Center, lower, Frankie 2014,000, climb flight level
Still got some
230.
cloud coverage in front of us. Take a look here. So once we hit LODNO, we're gonna drop down our altitude to 200.
Correction,
See if we can get a little bit of view of what we got around us.
Toronto lower, Frankie 2015,000, climb flight level 230. Air Sprinting 20, climb flight level 270. Climb flight level 270, Sprinting 20. Air Canada 7281, Toronto now.
Wings are
121.
good, wings are clean.
2122, thanks for helping me.
Hi, good day, Jazz 607, almost level on 8,000. Jazz 607, identified, climb flight level 200.
Level 200.
Jazz 607. Air Sprinting 20, contact Toronto now 12437. 2437 and 2200, yeah.
Jeez.
Toronto Center, carry now 8250, because 10 degree light situation.
I haven't had.
Green Air 8250.
I have actually. I have a few hours under my belt in a GA. Not too many. It's just too expensive for me to keep going with that at the moment. But I have hit an air pocket in a larger plane. What was I in? I'm in an A320. I think we dropped like 5,000 feet. That was exciting. But the pilots were well informed. They knew it was coming. Or kinda. I mean, they knew bad weather was ahead of us, so they instructed fasten seatbelt signs, so everybody was sitting down as it happened. But yeah, that was a definite roller coaster feel as we dropped. So do you have a pilot's license? Private GA license? Or are you a former commercial pilot? On the side. She wasn't too happy? She didn't like it that much? That's the same thing with my girlfriend. She hates flying. She doesn't have... She's not scared of heights. Her thing is she's afraid that... She's afraid of the pilot, I guess you can say. Microlight pilot license. Okay, cool. Nice. Yeah, my girlfriend's afraid of pilots and doesn't trust them. Like, she told me if I ever got my pilot's license and we went on a flight together, she'd be fine because she trusts me. But she's got that whole thing about those strangers up in the front, and she's always been scared of flying. Guess it kind of happened, you know, that incident that happened with Eurowings a few years back, the co-pilot who decided to fly into the mountains, into the Alps. Like since then, she's been freaked out about flying. I've told her too that that can't happen. There's always a 2-person in the cabin rule ever since then. And yeah, but she still, she always gets scared when she's in the air. She doesn't like long flights. I love flying. I've been in an airplane since first time I was flying. I was 6 months old. Jumbo 747 from Los Angeles to Germany. Repeated that flight every year, twice, back and forth. And so, you know, I feel comfortable in the skies. I'm one of those weird people who actually likes airplane food. Well, it used to. It's not what it used to be. It used to be a lot better. But I definitely enjoy long haul flights. I don't mind being in the air for over 12 hours. I had a really fun flight a couple years ago. Flew to Thailand through Qatar, and I had some gorgeous planes. I flew with Qatar Airlines, all brand new, super glamorous inside. Remember the olden days of flying, you know, back when I was still a kid, and they asked you if you wanted chicken or meat. Now on most airlines, I feel like they just throw something in your face and it's whatever. But no, Qatar was amazing. I mean, they had a huge menu, and I was in economy. I was not economy class, nothing special, just regular economy. And first, I injured myself in my leg in the local fire department a couple weeks before my flight. So I was like 90% okay, healed up, but I still had a little bit of leg pains. And super nice. Put me in a seat with plenty of leg room. No one in front of me. I had no one on the sides. And yeah, the menu was like this massive card with a bunch of different food items on it. A huge alcohol list, and everything was included. And that reminded me of like Lufthansa back in the day. Now, you know, they're trying to save every buck they can and squeezing you into the tightest bits of leg room. Planes. Wait, why do we have no throttle? The heck? I just realized that. The heck was that about? I just saw that. I was looking out the window. I was like, why are we pitching so far? Why are our trim so high? We're barely down to 90 knots. That's weird. Used our speed back up.
134 identified.
Cat's tearing up the carpet. Alright, we're going back up here. That was weird. I don't know what that was about. I didn't even notice that. Okay, so we're coming over land. Still got some thick clouds above us. Let's take a look here. It's frosty. Let's see if we can get under these clouds. We'll bring on our anti-ice again. And drop on down to 200. Let's see if we're under the clouds. Did a flight in a that was. I don't even know what kind of plane that is. I'll have to Google that.
Roger.
Oh wow. I just googled a photo of that. Yeah, my girlfriend would not be caught dead in that thing. Where did you fly with that? That's a crazy looking airplane.
Ultra United.
You guys want to take a quick look here what I'm looking at here?
At 400.
That's insane looking.
United 906 Heavy, Toronto Center identified.
Where were you?
Let's ease down
to 200.
Sorry, 86 Echo Heavy, Toronto Center identified.
Flight level 200.
9 Eastern, 7-1 Heavy, 8 is Bravo, climb 15 left, and 7,000.
I used to jump out of it. Damn, that's crazy.
Heavy Bravo,
Expect flight level 200, just above 87.
Alright, let's head down. 240 is our first drop. To 1500. Oh, excuse me. So your dad's got a diving diver? No, not diver. What do you call them? Parachuters? Parachuting license? Parachute?
3 Heavy, Toronto Center identified.
Base jumper? No. Huh. That's a crazy freaking plane. Thank you. Thank you for the like. Aki. Koshi. Aki. I can't say the name. But appreciate it. Thank you, man. Yes, sir. TBM 930 on our world tour. We're taking this plane from Germany to Scotland, then to Iceland, and now we are just short of Greenland. Akash. Alright, buddy. Sorry. Akash. Oh, yeah, it says Akash. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the like.
104 Heavy, flight level 410, cigarette.
Air Canada 104 Heavy, Toronto Center identified.
Yeah, where's the CPD update?
Roger.
But yeah, we are slowly heading down. We're gonna try to see if we can see a bit of Greenland and slowly see it underneath us,
Or even actually direct Alpino.
as we are in this beautiful
2987
TBM 930, making our way down.
Okay.
See you set up good. Yeah, thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Yep, we are set up good with our Just Above Reality World Tour Ducati here. Not Ducati, I mean Cicada. So we're heading down now. Go ahead and bring a little bit of thrust in. We're heading to 200. I want to do a Spitfire, but it's too costly. Yep, the A320 is definitely my go-to plane, and we're gonna do. I gotta get back into that. I like the TBM. It's a fun plane, especially since you can actually go into the cabin because it's all one piece. Which I wish they had more set up in the A320 instead of just the windows. I wish you could see some seats, look around the cabin. That'd be kind of awesome. But it's one reason why I kind of like flying these planes, because you get to look around the cabin. You can really sit here as a passenger. Here, let me get my turn on the reading lights. you know what I mean.
Just above 87 descend and maintain flight level 200.
I heard about the new 777. I still gotta get that one. I haven't downloaded it yet. I heard there was some kind of problems with the creator and the copyright issues of using the videos. I don't know. But the A320 is definitely my flagship. If you look at my channel, you'll see a bunch of videos with that plane. So I'm gonna definitely do a couple more legs of the world tour with the A320. Flight at low altitude. So you can see, we have just made it. We are definitely a little bit over half of our trip. As we started here in Iceland, on our way to Nook, which is just here. Just kidding, it's here. That's where we're heading. So we're gonna make a nice little crossover here on our way in. What's your stream channel, man? I'll give you a shout out. Try to diversify. I do a lot with the helicopter, with the fly around with the Eurofighter as well. Let's drop down to 200.
Kilo X-ray Sierra, Toronto now 135.5. Toronto 1355 for Kilo X-ray, getting.
Blue Viper Gaming. That's a cool name. Guys, check him out. Alrighty.
Just above 87, please expedite your
I'm expediting. Alright, so we are coming down here. You can see a little bit of this snow everywhere. Kind of weird in June. What happened here? She's on. I got all my everything on. Airframe de-icing, prop de-icing, and windshield. You're good to go. It's only minus 31 degrees Celsius. It's not that cold. And you can barely tell the difference between the snow and the clouds. Normally I use, what do I use for navigation? I have it set up with SimBrief. Yeah, Navigraph. But for today's flight, I'm just have a simple push talk radio. Is just showing me my live position, and I know where I'm heading. Of course, I set up with SimBrief.
Hello, it's Sim
Sim Toolkit Pro. I'll have to check that out.
30.
I don't really feel like a lot of
70,
them
identified
want
climb flight level
subscriptions.
70,
And I'm still doing this just for fun. Check out this thing. It's a toolkit pro. Is this free or are you paying a subscription on that? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, definitely, man. Appreciate it. I'll check that out. Let's take the clouds out for a second so we actually see what it looks like here. It's just white. That is crazy. Well, not too much to see once you really get into Iceland, Greenland. I mean, it's just freaking snow. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, definitely for the A320, that's very useful. I've been just kind of ghettoing it with, what's that thing called? I use this program. The passenger mod. Look Air Tool. Because here they also have a section where you get your airport charts. So I just use that. I use Luke Air Tool in combination with SimBrief, and that gives me, you know, my live position. And through Luke Air Tool, I've been downloading all the maps for local airports. For the smaller plane, you know, I know where the GA is, and I mean, this is the airport we're heading to. So that's it. That's the terminal. I mean, I don't think we're gonna get lost at this airport. Yeah, I use a Luke Air Tool in the full passenger simulation. So I've been using them because I didn't feel like paying for a chart system. But Sim Toolkit is free. I'll definitely check that out. That sounds a lot better than having some kind of monthly subscription for that kind of stuff. Like I said, I'm still doing this just for fun. I'm just getting started. I'm not looking to spend a lot of money. Not okay. They really use the clone stamp up here, huh?
Alpha, Alpha, Delta, Alpha, Victor, direct flight maintained, flight level 230.
Alright, copy all 30 uniform kilo.
Let's go back to live weather.
Position Alpha Papa November, then as filed, climbing to 230, 1037.
Roger.
Where you watching from, buddy? Where you located? Appreciate the follow, buddy. Appreciate it. Definitely smash that notification, man. Appreciate it, man. Where you watching from? And myself, India. Nice. What part? That's on the far end of my world tour. Once we get past Russia, all the Taiwan, Cambodia. Then we're gonna go to Australia and then make our way past Thailand and then into India before we head over to Pakistan and Oman and Egypt and then go down around northern. It's like 1 a.m. here. Damn, brother. Good morning. It's about 9 p.m. where I'm at. In Germany is where we are streaming from, our base of operation, and also where we started this world tour. Was it 2 flights ago? This is our 3rd flight in the series. Alright, cool. Let's see what we got here.
Jet speed full, jet speed 790, contact Minneapolis now 134.6. 34.6, thank you for your help, jet speed 790.
Wow.
7171, contact
That is up there in the mountains. That looks cool. Just Googled that airport. Nice, man. I have to screenshot that and remember that. Oh wow, that's the tip of India, is it, huh? Forget that you guys have that amount of massive mountain ranges back there. You think of India, you always think of like the coastal areas, the flat regions. You get how far up India really goes. It's cool. Yeah, I'll definitely remember that location once I'm getting to the other side. Like I said, I definitely got to switch up to an A320. I like this plane, but it's still just a little too slow for this tour. I'm trying to get this world tour done before I'm 80. Let's see where you're at.
Gas 7933, Mather frequency 132.65.
Where are you? Okay.
7923 at level 240.
Alright, so you're also kind of around that area where that other airport was.
India Oscar Bravo when ready, descent to 5,000.
I like the T-band, but the controlling are hard. I actually think they're pretty easy, the controls. I flew it manual up until about 10,000 when we got going because I was had a bit of a storm as we were leaving Iceland. But the autopilot is easy. I mean, it's a very straightforward autopilot system. You got your nav mode, autopilot, yaw damper. No, that's pretty much it. Altitude. Just have to make sure your active nav is set to GPS. That's pretty important. Otherwise, it follows a different heading. Let's take a look here. Getting close. Got our 100 miles. Got about 200. Just a little over 200 nautical miles left. On our way in. So most likely in an hour. Controller started this game like 3 months back. Gotcha. I try to practice on a bunch of planes. I mean, I learned on the smaller ones and made my way up to the larger ones. The smaller planes are actually better configured for my setup. I have SATEC, the navigation panel, the switch panel, and the radio panel. And I did use the Saytech joystick, but it's not that responsive. And now I've upgraded to the Thrustmaster Airbus edition, and I'm you went big, huh? Yeah, so I have the Thrustmaster Airbus edition side stick and throttle quad. Still waiting on the throttle add-ons. They're still back ordered, but yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, if you look at some of my first videos, that's all big planes. Also planning for the Thrustmaster Otis 4. That's also a good one. That's a nice one. I'm a big Airbus fan and a big fan of the A320, so it was a no-brainer for me to get the Airbus edition. I think we are gonna go back up to 300 because there's nothing to see here. And the higher we are, the faster we are. I mean, we're cruising around 300 knots right now, but I want to go a little bit faster. Expensive, I bet. Yeah, world supply at the moment is not easy. It's not much coming in at the moment. All right, let's increase our altitude. I'm gonna go up 10,000.
Center just above 87. Request flight level 300.
There you go.
Just above 87 climb.
All right, so let's push it back up to 3,000. Increase our altitude. You can also turn it here.
Climb and maintain
Like I
flight
said, I
level
have
300
the
just
actual
above
buttons in
87.
front of me. So I'm gonna set up to 3,000, and then vertical speed. That's this little dial right here. I'm gonna increase that to 1,000. This gets about 1,000 feet per minute. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate the share of the stream. I always appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'm gonna look up your channel. Let's see, where is it again? Alright, man. Found your channel. I'm gonna follow you. Just give you a little light there. Yeah, channel looks good, man. 750 followers. Nice, buddy. Nice. I actually think you just broke my 200 followers. Don't pay attention to the follow goal thing up there. It's not 100% accurate. But if I look on my Facebook page, community, yep, you are Mr. Number 200. Thank you. Thank you very much, buddy. Going bit by bit. Alright, so we're cruising back up to 300 because, like I said, can't see anything here. Let's get a little bit more thrust. The only thing that this plane does not have an autopilot for is the thrust, so that I have to manually manage the entire time. But yeah, I can set up my heading, my altitude, course left, select course right, but we aren't using these. That's the other thing, like I said, on the navigation. big important thing is to do is to set this to GPS. If you don't have it on GPS, then your plane is going to, and turn on nav. Your plane's going to follow either course 1 or course 2. Thank you, buddy. I'll see you around, buddy. Appreciate that. Some light cloud coverage is here as we are making our way across Greenland. Let's go back to our location here. Coming to the end of our flight, at least the final hour before we head into Nuke.
Said the 498 that's approved, direct to Traverse City when able, and advise. Traverse City, then Lufthansa 498 above.
What'd she say?
Good afternoon, Toronto Skylane 405 Juliet Hotel 60500. 405 Juliet Hotel Toronto, good evening. You identified at 3,500.
So we're still a little bit high here.
2974.
A little bit further away.
974.
Going to. Weather is clear. We got nothing on radar. It's out of the way. Like some, I'll leave weather on. Click on here. Kind of free roam around the map, so you can see our location to where we're heading. Nuke Airport. That's our runway. Tiny little runway. Not sure yet which way they're gonna have us land. We're either coming in 05 or 23. So we'll see. Is there a golf course? Play some golf while I'm here. It's been a crazy journey so far. We started this adventure right here
105 Toronto, good evening. I don't have any complaints today. Thank you. Toronto, ready, 11,
in
Ready, 11, go ahead.
where is it?
Music in about 30 miles, we'd like to begin a pilot assisted descent across our flight plan.
University. Oh, there. Right here. Flughafen, Vinning. That's where we started our fun trip in our TBM. And we are now on our way to Nook. We did pretty much cross the channel, hooked up from London, stopped in Glasgow, Scotland. Then 2 days ago we flew from Glasgow to Iceland, Iceland, over here to the point. And from Iceland, we are now on our way to Nook. So, slowly making it across the Atlantic in our tiny little airplane. It's definitely been an adventure. And again, I thank you to everyone who's been joining me for this adventure as we are making our way up to flight level 300, so we can get a little bit of a tailwind on our butt. You guys going a little bit faster.
Brody 11, you can contact Minneapolis now on 125.47. Good day.
City on 2547. Great day, Brody 14.
I want to listen to what the Bush Talk Radio said when it came to distance for Nook.
You have selected a new destination. Recalculating your route.
Okay. You're gonna calculate, but not gonna say nothing?
You have selected a new destination. Recalculating your route.
Okay. That's all she says.
Transit 498, roger, thank you.
Guys, we're on our way to Nook. I'll actually give you some fun information about Nook, so listen up.
Nuuk is the capital and largest city of Greenland. It is the seat of government and the country's largest cultural and economic center. The major cities closest to the capital are Iqaluit and St. John's in Canada and Reykjavik in Iceland. Nuuk contains almost a third of Greenland's population and its continue in a westerly heading until your destination.
Wow, thanks for interrupting.
Nuuk is the capital and largest city of Greenland. It is the seat of government and the country's largest cultural and economic center. The major cities closest to the capital are Iqaluit and St. John's in Canada and Reykjavik in Iceland. Nuuk contains almost a third of Greenland's population and its tallest building. Nuuk is also the seat of government for the Sermersooq municipality. In January 2020, it had a population of 18,326. The city was founded in 1728 by the Dano-Norwegian governor Claus Pars when he relocated Hans Eged's earlier Hope colony to the mainland, and was named Gottorp. The city officially adopted its current name in 1979, although the name Gottorp remained in use in Danish. Nuuk is the Kalaallit word for cape. It is so named because of its position at the end of the Nuuk-Kangerlua fjord on the eastern shore of the Labrador Sea. Its latitude makes it the world's northernmost capital, only a few kilometers farther north than the Icelandic capital Reykjavik. The campus of the University of Greenland, hosting Statistics Greenland, and the main holdings of the Public and National Library of Greenland are at the northern end of the district, near the road to the Nuuk airport. Nuuk receives its electric power mainly from the renewable energy-powered Buxfjord hydroelectric power plant by way of a 132 kV power line crossing Amaralik Fjord over a distance of 5,376 meters, the world's longest free span.
So there you go. Learned a little something about Nuuk. So we're heading to the capital. It's crazy how this country is so big, but there's really just nothing out here because it's a frozen tundra.
Toronto Center, Delta 159 Heavy, level 360 CPDL, please.
Delta 159 Heavy, Toronto City.
I'm excited once we drop down. See what it looks like on the coast there. We're gonna check out the weather for Nuuk. See how it looks.
Toronto Center, get Air Canada 104 Heavy, 34-8, descending plate level 280. Air Canada 104 Heavy, Toronto, good evening. Landing on 15 left, 7,000, temperature 2986.
Well, it's 3 degrees Celsius plus, which is about 37 degrees Fahrenheit. It's like partly cloudy, so we should have some nice weather on our landing. Wind at 16 miles per hour, 26 kilometers per hour. That's okay. Local time in Nuuk is 5:15, I believe. $5:11. We got about, I'd say, maybe about 30-40 minutes. So we'll get there around 6 p.m. local time in Nuuk, Greenland. It is nothing out here. It's just an empty tundra.
Under 890 when you're
Neil, you still with us, buddy? Did you get the this game still reinstalling? Or did you get it reinstalled? I'm curious to see what happens once we come in for landing. I'm afraid. I just hope that game doesn't crash again like the last 2 times.
Toronto for 17556, enabled, we'd like to boost up for the on T26. Russia 556.
Alright, we're up at 300.
To request for the next. Actually, control them now on 128.
Toronto.
Toronto 2827.
Speed has increased back up to Mach 0.52. That's good.
We'll take the visual 22. Yes, Bravo clear for the visual approach runway 22. The visual approach to the road.
Toronto, hello, Air Canada 015 heavy, climb to 11,200 for 230.
Air Canada 015 heavy, Toronto, good evening. Climb flight level 270.
Air 270, Air Canada 015 heavy, thanks.
Nick, so thank you for liking. Thank you for liking the posts. Really? I had that happen where it tried to download and it kept looping. I had to shut the computer down and restart it. Man, you are not having any luck at the moment, that game right now, huh? 13 nautical miles to Becto.
Sorry, good afternoon. It's Air Canada 304 Flight 390. Air Canada 304 Toronto.
Man, I do not know. Surfing the clouds here a little bit.
Turn 10 degrees to the right to avoid a buildup.
Air Canada 015, that's approved, direct north bay 18.
Hey, 10 right is approved and direct north bay 18, Air Canada 015 heavy, thanks.
Roger. Elvision 70, contact arrival now, 128.8. Have a good day.
48, Elvision 70, cheers.
Wish I could figure out a way to help you with that, man. That sucks. I think. I know this is a dumb one, but you got enough space on the hard drive?
India, Oscar Bravo.
I'm going through like every question I thought of in the forums where people have had problems on what people suggested to do. You are now free to roam about the cabin. Excuse me, Mr. Pilot, Mrs. Pilot, do you know when we're gonna get there? Could you tell me? I gotta pee. I notice you don't have a toilet on this airplane. You know, kind of a design flaw. It would be nice to include a bathroom.
Tango Heavy, go off and level 38 pedal. Let's say Tango Heavy, Toronto.
Back here. No luggage. Why did my thrust go back down to 0? That's weird. Okay, we're on our final course heading. 125 nautical miles, and we have made it. you got plenty of space. It's weird. That's annoying. What could it be? What could it be? Keeps coming up with an error. So is it actually downloading at all, or is it just completely spazzing out when you're trying to install it? Yeah, so definitely fast enough. Where'd you save your game to? The hard drive or the SSD? Because I moved mine over to the SSD a little while ago. That definitely increased my load times, and rendering helped out a bit. But it still shouldn't be having problems with the download. Yeah, so that shouldn't be a problem. That's weird. It's very strange. I don't know what to say, man. It just sucks. Alright, at about 80 nautical miles, we're gonna start our descent. Get nice and low for the last part here. So right now we're just kind of sitting on top of this little cloud here. So is the download working at all, or is it just freeze on you, or what happens when you try to be installed? Looks like we're clearing up here a little bit. Our clouds underneath us there. Still got our weather radar on? Yeah, it's still on. Yeah, so you definitely have plenty of space. What kind of error do you get when you try to install it? What does it say? Sidebar comes up, download earlier straight away. And it doesn't tell you what it is or why?
128.8. Have a good day. 128 for Canada 164.
Got a drone cam out.
Toronto Thunder 890 has the field site.
Thunder 890.
Let's see what's under us here. Come down a little bit.
Thunder 890.
Disappear into the clouds. Can't see anything yet. See our plane? Oh, there it is. Alright guys, yep, look at that. Drop back down to 200.
Descent and maintain flight level 200, just
So
above
just got our first descent calling from ATC. On our way into Nook. We'll drop down at 1,500 feet per second. Oh, I hate those error codes. It's freaking generic Microsoft. We don't care about you error codes. Yeah, I know those.
Now 290 at 14.
I've had them for other games before.
Yeah, runway 30 would work for us. Runway 90, roger, clear for the visual approach 30. Clear visual approach, runway 30, runway 99.
Alrighty. We slowly coming to the end of our 3-hour tour here.
Visual approach, runway 30, not below 4,000 for now, first VFR traffic. Clear for the visual 3.
Making our way down. Got initial descent rate clearance. Scattered clouds underneath us.
Air Canada 104, contact arrival now, 128.8 of the name. 28, yeah, you also like enter 104.
You know what I did have to do? I forgot about that. I had an error where I couldn't do the newest download. And it was a problem with the Windows Store. So I found a way to reset the store. I didn't deinstall it, but I updated it, kind of. Like I re-downloaded it. I think online you can find a form to download the Windows Store, and I pretty much just downloaded it over it, and that fixed a lot of those problems that I had. So that might be another thing. It could be a problem with the Windows Store. I definitely have had that before. That the store is just freaking crashes and doesn't let me work. Doesn't let me fly or play the game. That's our cabin pressure. Fuel is still good. All looks good. Alright, so we are dropping at 1,500 feet per minute. Our airport should be somewhere over there.
15 left, thanks for making that service.
Yeah, try to do that with the cache. That might work. Some nice puffy clouds here. As we're coming to the end of this long journey, which started back here in Iceland, made our way across the North Atlantic into Greenland, and then we're coming up to our last position, heading towards the airport. Should be getting runway information pretty soon. Few clouds here. Do I still have the auto? Anti-ice? Yes.
405 Juliet Hotel, go in. We have the airport in sight.
I hope you get that figured out, buddy. That sucks that that's not working right now.
3 o'clock, about 5 miles, we're going into the Canadian Shield Airport.
But yeah, they still have. I feel like they've released this game, even though we waited a long time. I feel like it wasn't ready yet. I feel like there's just so many bugs still in this game that they weren't 100% ready to release this game, and it just messes with Windows.
Check mark, 377.
Go ahead and get some lights on in here. And we'll turn on our pulse lights since we are pushing through these clouds. There we go. A couple dark clouds ahead of us, but radar looks clear.
Toronto,
I don't get anything on radar, so
Delta 159, go ahead.
Should be okay.
Yeah, we're showing some buildups out off our nose at 85 west. Any chance we can go direct to north 55 west 089?
Delta 159, affirmative, proceed direct north 55, 089 west.
Alright, Delta 159, going direct north 55 west 089. Thank you.
Okay.
Just kind of flying blind here. So we at 71. We're gonna drop our descent a little bit more. Just to really get us going down here. Increase throttle power. So we're gonna do 2,000 feet per minute.
Houston 377, traffic is right hand side now. No call for switch to the tower on 860. Good day.
With a traffic speed heating for 377.
Alright, so we're now flight level 200. Getting ready for our approach. We're about 67 nautical miles away from our airport here at Nuuk International, the capital of Greenland.
Just above 87 descent and maintain 6,000 feet.
Roger that, down to 6,000.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet, just above 87.
Going with the 608, level 410, first service.
Westjet 608, Toronto, good evening.
Down to 6,000. Alright, now we're getting there. Is the icing all okay? No icing on the wings yet, that's good. Tail is clean. A little bit cloudy here. Hopefully we'll break through these clouds. We got nothing on the radar. Okay, we got a little bit something coming up there. But only that's gonna affect us. We'll be down before that. Got a little bit of turbulence right now. Definitely a little bit thicker cloud layer here. You can start to see my lights pulsing. Just over 55 nautical miles. I just cleared a nice little pocket. A little bit of breathe. I can see the ground over there, and we're gonna hop right into the next cloud. Let's pass flight level 160. 10,000 feet left on our drop. We go to the next cloud.
Cas 7933, contact Winnipeg Center now on 3212. Have a good day. 3212, Cas 7933, good day.
Did that work with clearing the cache? Ooh, these are thick clouds in front of us here. But we're still pushing. Hopefully we can see our runway. We aren't doing IFR. Or VFR. VFR landing. Alright, cool. So it looks like the storm's starting out on the ocean, so that's not gonna bother us. Let's just have to get through these clouds here, man. Can't see anything. currently at 13,000. Dropping down nice and fast, trying to get in there. For sure. Hope it works out for you, man. Still gotta get up in the air together. Like to have you flying by me here. The tandem flight be pretty fun. I hope that works out for you, man.
330 heading initially to avoid some buildup.
Alrighty. Still pressurized. Still a 2 psi difference in cabin pressure. Once that drops, we can go ahead and turn off the oxygen.
Yankee Mike Charlie, Sunset, Toronto, 24.37. 24.36 for Yankee Mike Charlie City.
So we got a little bit of weather to cope with up here. But it looks relatively alright. Still minus 13 degrees Celsius. It's still cold, but we're not gonna have any icing problems. I'm just gonna watch our throttle. Out of that back a little bit. Okay, dropping under flight level 100. We'll go ahead and turn off the oxygen supply. And Jesus, that was Alexa. She's telling me. We'll go ahead and get our landing lights on. Oh, that's right. I gotta turn off these stupid pulse things. Let's go ahead and turn the pulse off. It should work. Yep, there we go. Landing lights are on. I think they went outside. I think that was what people used to do. It's kind of weird, right? Yeah, I think we went out there and socialized. But you know, since COVID, this is our life. We are an internet society now. We communicate through the digital medium of the internet. That's pretty much it. Okay, those mountains are kind of scary. Not gonna lie. And I can't see a damn thing. You have 26 brothers and sisters? Jeez. What kind of farm you grow up on? Let's drop our vertical speed a little bit. Oops, not that way. Let's go to 1500. Where, oh, where is anything? I was about to say.
Sloop 105, Winnipeg now, 33.25.
Okay, so we definitely got some mountains ahead of us. Just hope we don't get too friendly with those mountains. And I can't see a freaking thing. Might have to change our weather if I'm not gonna be able to find that runway. It said light clouds. What kind of lying shenanigans was that? Let's see if they have a webcam for Nook.
Just above 87, you are 29er.
Found one.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vector.
Sun is shining.
Runway 23 approach.
These clouds do not match
Maintain
what
present heading
the
and
game thinks we
altitude.
have.
Expect vectors. Visual runway 23 approach just above 87.
Visual. That's funny. Alright, what'd you say? Visual 2-3. So that means gonna be coming in from the north. Okay. Still can't see anything. At 6,000 feet. I'm in a thick haze. Let's clear the skies real quick. Wow! Okay, you know what? We're gonna fly the way I saw on the webcam. With few clouds. I got some nice views here. That looks much better. Those mountains were a lot closer than I thought. See, this is much nicer. Ah, some beautiful views here. I mean, we're trying to, you know, we're making entertainment here. We want to show people what we see. Oh, we got some icing. Alright, so we are on our way. Coming into Nook. On the end of our journey on the third tour here. Some definitely high altitude mountains here, which we are just barely skimming over.
Just above 87 descend and maintain 3,700
No, I'm not doing that.
Descend and maintain 3,700
That's how you get a pilot killed. Alright, we're heading into 2-3.
maintain 5,400 feet.
That's more reasonable.
Descend and maintain 5,400 feet. Just above 87.
5,400. Trying to kill me up here.
Just above 87 descend and maintain 4,600 feet.
You indecisive of what you want?
Descend and maintain 4,600 feet. Just above 87.
Give him
Just
4,000.
87 descend and maintain 3,000 feet.
I'm not gonna make 3,000 right now. We'll get to it. Just gotta clear this hill.
Maintain 3,000 feet. Just above 87.
So, you guys saw what I saw. Yeah, see, that's why I turned off the live weather, because it's actually really beautiful up here. And according to that webcam, this is what the live weather is. So I don't know why. I guess it's not giving a good update for this region, because that is not what it looks like. Go back to Peace Scales. That's what it looks like. It is beautiful. Alright, so let's bring this puppy on the ground. Getting close. What was the next one he wanted? He said 3,000. Yeah, we can get down to 3,000. Alright, we are getting close. I'm gonna drop our speed a little bit so we can start getting some flaps out. Beautiful out here.
Just above 87 descend and maintain 3,700 feet.
Well, now you want 3.7. Make up your mind.
Descend and maintain 3,700 feet. Just above 87.
I'm at 3.7.
Just above 87 airport is 10 miles at your 12 o'clock. Descend and maintain 2,300 feet. Report runway in sight.
Down to 2.3.
Descend and maintain 2,300 feet. Just above 87.
We're gonna go and change our course heading a little bit.
Just above 87 has the runway in sight.
285.
Turn right heading 285. Just above 87.
Okay,
Bravo
we're now
Golf
flying
Golf Hotel
HEG.
traffic. Just above 87, 8 miles east inbound, visual runway 23. Bravo Golf Golf Hotel traffic. Just above 87 is on final runway 23 to land.
Let's bring our speed down just a little bit.
Good afternoon, Citation Charlie Golf, Yankee Mike Charlie with you under descent of the 38.3 for flight level 280.
The airport
Yankee
should
Mike
be
Charlie,
popping up.
15 left,
Yep, there it is. I can see it.
altimeter 2985.
Alright, let's disengage the autopilot.
2985 down to
Let's fly this
7,000
puppy.
and 15 left. We do have Charlie for Yankee Mike Charlie.
Let's go ahead and get the gear going down. Gears down, 3 green. Let's go flaps 1. So I'm making a nice little left-hand turn as we come into the runway. Let's see the runway off to the left there. Reduce throttle. Still a little high. Down a little bit. More flaps. Line her up here at the end. Looks good. Up. There we go. And reverse screw. We landed! And it didn't crash! Unbelievable. That was a nice landing too. Alrighty. Get flaps up. Go ahead and spin around here at the end of the runway. Alrighty, flight directive off. Turn that all off. We don't need any of that. Let's head over. We'll announce clear of runway once we get off the runway. Guys, welcome to the capital of Greenland. On this cute little airport here. Clear the runway.
Bravo Golf Golf Hotel traffic. Just above 87 is clear of the runway.
Any ground crew waiting for us? Doesn't look like it. Put it over there. Alrighty. Turn off our landing lights. We don't need those anymore. We're just gonna go ahead and park it right next to this little one here. Put the brakes. Apply the parking brakes. Feather down. And engines 1 and 2.
Voyager 110, contact Cleveland Center now, 127.7. Have a good day. 127.7, Voyager 110.
This little sound as it spools down. Turn everything off here. Get all our instrument lights off. Get our cabin nice and dark. And that's it. We made it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the beautiful city of Nuuk, Iceland. Guys, thanks a lot for flying with us today. Appreciate the new follows, the stars, and the likes. Once again, here on Just Above Reality, my name is Mark. Appreciate you guys being with us today. Hope you guys have a great night, what's today's day? Thursday. Have a great Thursday evening. We'll see you back on tomorrow for the next leg as we make our way to Canada. You guys have a great night. Neil, thanks again. Hope you get that working with your PC. Talk to you soon, buddy.